Have you ever felt like you're just going through the motions, chasing goals that don't truly satisfy you, feeling disconnected from your purpose, and overwhelmed by the constant noise of modern life? You're not alone. Many of us are looking for a deeper sense of meaning and a more balanced way to live. What if I told you that the answers to these very modern problems might be found in the teachings of a scholar who lived over 900 years ago? Today, we're diving into the profound wisdom of Imam al-Ghazali, a towering figure in Islamic history whose insights on the human soul, happiness, and purpose are more relevant now than ever. His journey is fascinating. He was a celebrated academic, a superstar intellectual of his time, but he walked away from it all. He left fame, fortune, and prestige to embark on a decade-long spiritual quest. Why? Because he realized that true knowledge isn't just about what you know in your head, it's about what you experience in your heart. Al-Ghazali's central message is about purifying the heart. Think of your heart not just as a physical organ, but as the core of your being, the seat of your consciousness, your intentions, and your emotions. He taught that our modern anxieties, our greed, our envy, and our endless pursuit of validation are like rust covering a mirror. This rust prevents our heart from reflecting its true, pure nature and connecting with a higher purpose. The first step, according to al-Ghazali, is self-awareness. He urges us to practice what he called muhasaba, or self-examination. This isn't about harsh self-criticism. It's about honest and compassionate observation. Take a few minutes at the end of your day. Instead of scrolling through your phone, sit quietly and reflect. What were your intentions today? Did your actions align with your values? Were you driven by kindness or by ego? This simple practice can be transformative. It's like turning a light on in a dark room. You start to see the patterns, the habits, and the diseases of the heart that are holding you back. One of the biggest diseases he identified was the love of worldly status and possessions, or hubb al-dunya. Sound familiar? In our hyper-consumerist, social media-driven world, we are constantly bombarded with messages telling us that our worth is tied to what we own, how we look, and how many likes we get. Al-Ghazali saw this as a trap. He argued that chasing these things is like drinking salt water. The more you drink, the thirstier you become. It's a cycle of endless desire that can never lead to true contentment. So, what's the antidote? It's not about rejecting the world and living in a cave. It's about reorienting your relationship with it. Al-Ghazali teaches us to see worldly blessings, our career, our home, our relationships as tools, not as the ultimate goal. The goal is to use these tools to grow, to contribute, and to get closer to God. Your job isn't just for a paycheck, it's an opportunity to serve others with excellence and integrity. Your family isn't just a social unit, it's a source of love and a training ground for patience and compassion. By shifting our intention, we transform everyday activities into acts of worship and sources of deep fulfillment. Another key concept is the struggle against the nafs, our lower self or ego. The nafs is that part of us that craves instant gratification, gets angry when criticized, and feels envy at others' success. Al-Ghazali described it as a wild horse that needs to be tamed. If you let it run wild, it will drag you into destructive behaviors. But if you can train it, it becomes a powerful vehicle on your spiritual journey. How do we train it? Through discipline, patience, and going against its unhealthy desires. This could mean choosing to read a book instead of binge-watching another series, holding your tongue when you're tempted to say something harsh, or feeling genuinely happy for a friend's success instead of feeling jealous. Each small victory strengthens your higher self and weakens the grip of the ego. Let's talk about knowledge. Al-Ghazali made a crucial distinction between useful knowledge and useless knowledge. For him, useful knowledge is any knowledge that helps you become a better human being and brings you closer to the divine. This could be spiritual knowledge, but it could also be science, medicine, or art, as long as it's pursued with the right intention to benefit humanity and appreciate the wonders of creation. Useless knowledge, on the other hand, is knowledge pursued for the sake of arrogance, argument, or worldly gain alone. In our information age, this is a powerful reminder. Are we learning to grow, or just to win arguments on the internet? Are we seeking wisdom, or just collecting trivia to impress others? Al-Ghazali encourages us to be intentional learners, to seek knowledge that nourishes the soul, not just the ego. One of his most beautiful teachings is about finding balance. He used the metaphor of a traveler. Our life in this world is a journey, and our true home is in the hereafter. A wise traveler packs only what is necessary for the journey and doesn't get so attached to the itinerary staying at that they forget their final destination. This doesn't mean we shouldn't enjoy the journey. In fact, we should. But we must always remember the bigger picture. This perspective helps us navigate life's ups and downs. When things are going well, we practice gratitude without becoming arrogant. When we face hardship, we practice patience, knowing that it's a temporary test, a part of the journey that builds our character. Let's bring this home with some practical steps inspired by Al-Ghazali. First, start a daily habit of self-reflection, your muhasaba. Just 5 minutes a day to check in with your heart. Second, practice intentionality. Before you start your workday or interact with your family, take a second to renew your intention. Ask yourself, how can I make this act a source of good? Third, challenge your ego. The next time you feel envy, anger, or pride, just notice it without judgment. Recognize it as the voice of the nafs and consciously choose a different response. Choose gratitude, choose patience, choose humility. Fourth, seek useful knowledge. Read books that challenge you and uplift your spirit. Listen to lectures that nourish your soul. Spend less time on information that just creates noise and anxiety. The wisdom of Imam Al-Ghazali is not about a quick fix. It's a lifelong path of inner work, a journey of transforming the heart from a rusty mirror into a polished one, capable of reflecting divine light and beauty. It's about realizing that true success isn't measured by what you accumulate on the outside, but by the peace, love, and wisdom you cultivate on the inside. It's a journey from the chaos of the ego to the tranquility of the soul. In a world that constantly pulls us outward, Al-Ghazali's message is a powerful call to turn inward, to rediscover the compass of our heart and navigate our lives with purpose, integrity, and a deep, unshakable sense of peace. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Perhaps your first step is simply to sit in silence after this video and ask your heart, what does it truly want? Thank you so much for joining me on this exploration. If this resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that bridges timeless wisdom with modern life. Let me know in the comments which of Al-Ghazali's ideas you found most helpful. Until next time, take care.